Do you want to know what the secret is to paying off debt fast? There is none. Seriously, it's not a secret. It's actually ridiculously simple and anyone can do it, including you. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to do this year to start paying off debt fast. Now, before I get into all the content, there's something that you have to know. And that is that there are two paths to paying off debt, the slow path and the fast path. I talked a little bit about this in my previous video. I'll link it up on the screen where I go into how my husband and I paid off over $51,000 in debt. But essentially, the slow path is where you're comfortable. You do all the things as you normally would, paying off a little bit of debt at a time here and there, wherever you're able to. And this way of doing things is ridiculously slow. It's going to take you forever to pay off that debt. I know this because for a while, that's exactly what my husband and I did. We took the slow path, we were really comfortable, and it just took us longer. Then there's the fast path. This is where you prioritize your future self by making temporary sacrifices that allow you to pay off your debt faster and get ahead in your financial journey. This is the best path that there is, and that's the path that I'm going to be focusing on in this video. Now, the best way to pay off debt fast is what's called the Debt Snowball method. Now, I did not make this up. I actually learned it from Dave Ramsey in his book, Total Money Makeover. This is the book that God used years ago to jumpstart our financial journey. At that point, we had kind of come up with a plan of getting out of debt. But what really intensified our commitment was after reading this book and getting acquainted with his baby step principles. Here's how it works. You're going to list out all the debts that you have from smallest to largest. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep paying minimum payments on all of those debts except for the smallest debt. You're going to put as much money as you can into paying off that small debt. And then once that debt is paid off, you move on to the next one. And you not only pay the minimum payment, but everything that you were paying on that other debt, you're going to put it towards this one. And what happens is you little by little are going to start knocking out all those smaller debts and have more margin in your income as a result to put towards the larger ones. And this builds momentum. What really slows people down when they're paying off debt is they get discouraged. They get tired. You're chipping away. You're not seeing the progress that you want to because it feels like this mountain of debt and you get discouraged and you want to give up. But what I love about this method is that it's psychological. When you pay off that first small debt, it's going to do something to you. That win is going to fuel you to keep going on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And as you see that debt paid off, that even if it's a small amount, it's going to give you the energy and the motivation that you need to want to keep going. So that's how the debt snowball works. It's really simple. Now, there is a caveat. If you have any kind of IRS debt, you want to pay that off first. Then once you pay that off, you can move into the other debts and continue on this debt snowball method. Now, the second key that you will want to implement along with the debt snowball method is having milestones. Having a certain milestones as goals is going to really help you and encourage you along your journey. So maybe once you reach a certain milestone of debt paid off, you can celebrate in a very small way that aligns with your budget. If you have a really large sum of debt, this is really going to help you to celebrate as you go versus waiting until the very end. That can get a little bit tiring. So two things that are going to help you pay off debt fast. One, the debt snowball method, where you list your debts smallest to largest and you start paying them off with the smallest one and moving on after that. Second thing is creating milestones and celebrating as you go. Celebrate the progress that you've made. Obviously, don't go splurging or something like that because that defeats the purpose. But within your means, within your budget, and something that aligns to this season of your life, find small ways that you can celebrate. By the way, if you want to learn how to make extra income to pay off your debt faster, check out this video on the screen where I break down how you can make an extra $500 to $1,000 per month with a realistic side hustle. These are actual side hustles that helped me in my journey. My husband and I have paid off over $51,000 of debt, and increasing our income was a really big component. Highly recommend checking that out and finding ways that you can up your income. The other thing I want to say is that consistency is really key. If you only make payments towards your debts here and there where you feel like you're able to, you're not going to pay off this debt. It's going to be sticking around for a long time. You really want to take time to sit down, make a budget, and look at what you're spending every month. If you're not doing that, if you don't have a budget in place, that's a really, really important component of paying your debt off fast, because you want to see where you can temporarily cut expenses to put more money towards that debt. And the beautiful thing is that this is just temporary. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but once you pay off that debt, you're going to have so much margin in your income. You're going to be able to invest in your future self. You're going to be able to build wealth. You're going to be able to be more generous and help more people. But you can't do that if you're enslaved to your debt and all of your income is going towards these payments. If you want to learn more about budgeting and you're interested in seeing how my family and I budget each month, let me know in the comments and I can create a video breaking that down for you. Make sure you check out my other videos as well if you want to learn more about paying off debt and increasing your income with side hustles. On this channel, I shared all about that through a faith-based perspective. So make sure you also hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a video. All right, until next time, bye.